What My Wife and Neighbor. Part 2. The evening dragged on, with Jack and Sarah both trying to hide their discomfort. Tom could see Jack's face turning from pale to slightly green as he attempted to chew the strange combination of flavors. "This is very unique," Jack said, forcing a smile. Sarah, unable to hide her dislike for the meal any longer, placed her fork down. "I think I'm full. This is not what I expected." Jack quickly agreed, his eyes wide with relief. "Yes, I think we've had enough for tonight. It's, quite a bit to handle." Tom watched, his heart lightening, as Jack and Sarah both seemed desperate to leave. "Would you like some more? We have plenty left," Tom said, trying his best to keep a straight face. Jack stood up, almost too quickly. No, thank you, Lily, but I'm not feeling well. Maybe next time." Sarah followed him, glad to be excused from the meal. They quickly made their way out of the house, with Jack muttering about the unique flavors they had just experienced. As soon as Jack and Sarah left, Tom and Lily exchanged a victorious look. "I think it worked," Tom said, laughing with relief. "Jack didn't even finish his meal." Lily beamed. "I told you, sometimes intelligence isn't the key to everything. A simple, kind heart can be just as important." The next day, Jack came by to apologize. He knocked on Tom and Lily's door, looking uncomfortable. When Tom opened the door, Jack immediately spoke up. "I'm sorry, Tom," Jack began, avoiding eye contact. "I didn't realize before, but now I see it. You don't need to be the smartest to be happy. Sarah is everything I need. She's kind, and she loves me. I was wrong to think that intelligence mattered so much." Tom smiled, relieved. "It's okay, Jack. We all have our strengths. I'm happy that you've figured that out." Jack nodded, his expression sincere. "Thank you for showing me that. And Lily, your cooking. I won't forget it any time soon." Lily laughed softly. "I'm glad you learned something important today, Jack." From that day on, both couples grew closer, appreciating each other's qualities. Jack no longer wished for a clever wife. Instead, he learned to appreciate Sarah's warmth and kindness. And Tom and Lily continued their simple, happy life together. The village was filled with laughter and joy, and the two couples often spent time together, enjoying each other's company. Jack and Sarah learned that love was not about being perfect. It was about understanding, kindness, and support. Tom and Lily's love was built on these values, and their bond grew stronger every day. And so, in that peaceful village, the two couples lived happily ever after, sharing many more days of laughter, love, and friendship. After the dinner with Jack and Sarah, Life in the village seemed to settle into a peaceful rhythm. Tom and Lily enjoyed their time together even more, knowing that their love was the strongest thing they had. They spent their days tending to their garden, helping each other with chores, and sharing sweet moments of laughter. Tom had learned that it wasn't necessary to be clever to be happy. What mattered was the love and support they gave each other. Lily, too, felt grateful. She had always admired Tom for his kind heart, and now she saw that their relationship was about more than just cleverness or intelligence. It was about understanding, patience, and the willingness to help each other grow. One afternoon, as they sat in the garden enjoying the warm sun, Tom turned to Lily with a thoughtful expression. "You know," he said, "I used to think that I had to be smart to be happy. But now I know it's just about being kind and loving." Lily smiled warmly at him. "Exactly, Tom. We don't need to be perfect to be happy. We just need to care for each other, no matter what." They both sat in silence for a moment, watching the butterflies flit by and listening to the birds in the trees. The simple beauty of the world around them filled their hearts with peace. A few weeks later, Tom and Lily decided to invite all of their friends to a picnic. They had talked about it for some time, and now seemed like the perfect moment. The weather was warm, and the flowers in the garden were in full bloom. The village was alive with the sounds of people enjoying the sunshine, and Tom and Lily wanted to share their happiness with everyone. They prepared a spread of delicious food, including sandwiches, fruit, and homemade lemonade. Lily even made a batch of pancakes again, this time without the salt. Tom had insisted on helping, and together they made the meal with laughter and love. When the picnic was ready, they spread out a blanket under a large tree in the village park, and soon Jack and Sarah, as well as other friends from the village, arrived. Everyone was in high spirits, enjoying the beautiful day. "Wow, this looks amazing," Sarah said, grinning at the spread of food. "I can't wait to dig in." Tom smiled, feeling proud of their efforts. "Lily and I worked hard on this. We're glad you could join us." As everyone sat down to eat, Jack raised a glass of lemonade. "To love and friendship," he said, his voice full of sincerity. "And to the cleverest wife and the sweetest husband." Everyone laughed, and a cheer went up as they clinked their glasses together. Tom looked at Lily, his heart swelling with happiness. "Thank you for everything, Lily," he said softly, holding her hand. "You've made me realize that it's not about being clever. It's about caring for each other and making the best of what we have." Lily smiled and kissed his cheek. "And I've learned the same from you, Tom. You make life so much better with your kindness. As the days went by, the friendships between the two couples grew stronger. Jack and Sarah had learned to appreciate each other's unique qualities. Jack no longer felt embarrassed by Sarah's mistakes, and Sarah had become more confident in herself. They were both happy, knowing that their love for each other was built on trust, kindness, and acceptance. One evening, Jack and Sarah invited Tom and Lily over for dinner. Sarah had taken up cooking as a way to contribute more to their home, and she was excited to show off her new skills. Tom and Lily arrived, and Sarah greeted them at the door, beaming with pride. "I made something special tonight," she said, leading them to the table. "I hope you like it." The meal was delicious, simple, but full of flavor. As they ate, the conversation flowed easily, with everyone laughing and sharing stories. "You know," Jack said between bites, "I used to think I needed a clever wife to be happy, but now I see that having someone who loves you just as you are is what really matters." Sarah smiled warmly at him. "And I've learned that intelligence isn't everything. What's important is being there for each other, through good times and bad." Lily and Tom exchanged a glance, both feeling proud of their friends. It was clear that everyone had learned valuable lessons along the way. One evening, the village decided to hold a celebration in honor of the harvest. It was a time for the community to come together, share food, and enjoy each other's company. The whole village was buzzing with excitement as everyone prepared for the big event. Tom and Lily worked together to prepare a special treat for the celebration. They made a huge batch of pancakes, ensuring they would be perfect this time. They also helped decorate the community hall, hanging bright ribbons and flowers to make the space festive. The day of the celebration arrived, and the village gathered in the hall, ready to celebrate the harvest. There was music, dancing, and plenty of food to go around. Tom and Lily smiled as they watched their friends and neighbors enjoying the festivities. At one point, the village elder took the stage and raised a glass in a toast. "To love, to friendship, and to community," the elder said. "May we all continue to support each other, just as we have learned from our friends, Tom and Lily." The crowd cheered, and Tom felt a deep sense of gratitude. He looked at Lily, his heart full of love for her. "Thank you, my clever wife," Tom whispered. "You've made me a better man." Lily smiled at him, her eyes twinkling with affection. "And you've made me a better woman, Tom. Together, we make a perfect team." As the seasons passed, life continued to be joyful and fulfilling for both couples. Tom and Lily never stopped learning from each other. They continued to support each other in everything they did, from fixing things around the house to sharing moments of quiet contentment. Jack and Sarah, too, grew closer with each passing day. Jack would read books to Sarah, and she would cook delicious meals for him. They learned that their differences only made them stronger as a couple. One sunny afternoon, Tom and Lily sat together in their garden, watching the flowers bloom. They reflected on all they had learned in their journey together. "Sometimes I still can't believe how far we've come," Lily said, resting her head on Tom's shoulder. "From the time when we first met to now, everything is so different." Tom smiled, holding her close. "We've built something beautiful, Lily, and I wouldn't change a thing." As time went on, the bond between the two couples deepened. They spent holidays together, celebrated birthdays, and shared in each other's joys and sorrows. The village watched as they grew not only as couples, but also as friends. Tom and Lily continued to live in their cozy little house, and Jack and Sarah often visited. The four of them would sit around the table, enjoying each other's company and sharing laughter. The village, once small and quiet, had become a place of love and understanding, thanks to the lessons learned from these two couples. One day, the village held another celebration, this time to honor the friendships that had blossomed over the years. As the evening drew to a close, Tom stood up and raised his glass to his friends. "To love, to friendship, and to the lessons that make life so special," he said, his voice full of gratitude. Everyone cheered, and the two couples shared a warm embrace, knowing that no matter what life brought, they would always be there for each other. And so, the story of Tom and Lily, and Jack and Sarah, continued in that peaceful village. They lived their lives full of love, kindness, and the understanding that being clever wasn't as important as being kind and caring for each other. In the end, it was their love and friendship that made all the difference. The end.